As we discussed last time, the basic introduction about the various parts of the induction machine. Then we will discuss about how the rotating magnetic field is produced by applying the three-phase supply system. Okay, so we know the field will rotate at a speed of 120 f upon p. So today we will discuss about the principle of operation. In the case of three-phase induction motor, we supply the three-phase supply to the stator winding. Then after that, the flux will produce, which is shown by this upside to downside by an arrow, dotted lines. These are the flux produced in the stator winding, and this winding will this flux will rotate at a speed of a 120 f upon p. That we discussed in the last class. So after this, the flux will pass through the air gap and cutting to the rotor. So due to the electromagnetic induction, there is a flux EMF produced in the rotor winding, which is shown by this cross or plus sign. This will we know the from the Fleming right hand rule. If we apply the Fleming right hand rule here, in which the flux is from upside to downside, and the rotation of the flux we assumed in this is anti-clockwise. So direction of rotation of a current is clockwise. So due to that, there is a current will produce, and it will is in the inside the paper, which is shown by the plus sign. Then this current carrying conductor is placed in the magnetic field. It will experience a mechanical force. This we will determine by using the Fleming left hand rule. So in this we are using both the rules, Fleming right hand rule and Fleming left hand rule. In another way, as we know, for the Lenge's law, the EMF will produce in this due to the rotation of the stator winding, and due to the rotation of the stator winding. So according to Lenge's law, we want to produce the cause which is producing it. We have to rotate the conductor in the same direction in the case of rotation stator field. So according to Lenge's law, it is also proved that the flux will produce, and there is a creation of the mechanical force, which is given by the Fleming left hand rule. So this is the basic principle of the three-phase induction machine. Next we will take slip. As we assume the speed of the stator winding is ns, which is equal to 120 f upon p, and n is the speed of the rotor field. This rotor will never achieve the speed which is equal to ns, because in this case there is no relative motion, though no EMF field is in the rotor winding. So motor will stop. So this will never happen. So we have this the difference between the synchronous speed and the speed divided by the synchronous speed is called slip speed. Slip shows the relative speed between the stator winding and the rotor winding. So this is called slip. On the basis of this slip, we have this ns, we have this ns minus n is called slip speed. Okay, so slip speed. Then we have rotor current frequency. From 120 f upon p, we know frequency is equal to np upon 20, where n is the speed of the magnetic field and the winding, n is the number of pole, and 120 is constant. So we have this frequency is equal to np upon 120. So what will be the frequency? In terms of frequency, what is the formula? Then we have ns minus n upon 120 into p, which is the relative speed. The frequency depend upon this, which is given by f dash. So as we know, s is equal to ns minus n upon ns. From this we will calculate the frequency, which is ns p upon 120. So we put the value of ns minus n, which is equal to n into s into ns. So we put the value of ns minus n upon ns minus n, which is given by s into ns, multiply by p and 120. As we know, ns into p upon 120 is equal to frequency. So means frequency of the rotor field is equal to s into f, where s is the slip and f is the frequency of the supply system. Okay, so at standstill, when frequency is 1, the frequency of rotor current is the supply frequency. Means if slip is 1, slip is 1, when there is no rotation in the rotor. So we have this slip. So slip is equal to 1. So frequency is in the rotor field is equal to the frequency of the stator field. So it is equal to the that speed. Okay. So we have this the stator winding, which is ns minus n upon is equal to ns. we calculate the frequency. So we come to know how the rotor produce the rotation due to the electromagnetic induction. We use the two laws, Fleming left-hand rule, to determine the EMF produced in the rotor winding, and mechanical force by using the Fleming left-hand rule. Okay, so these are the basic principle of three-phase induction machine. In the next time we will take another thing. So that's all for today.